My name is Martin Bellew. I'm the Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Controls for the town of Islip. We have a oyster and clam bay bottom licensing program that's held out here in the Great South Bay. We have phase 1 and 2, which is 125 acres, which we lease out to applicants.
My name is Aileen Ruddy. I live on Fire Island, grew up in Islip, and I'm getting ready to be an oyster farmer. Well, I first heard about the Bay Bottom Leasing program that the town of Islip runs about 6 years ago. And at the time I was living in the city, and I had just given up my job at that time to stay at home with my son. He's now 6. And I heard about it and just immediately wanted to get involved. I just knew that was the next thing that I was going to do. To be able to make a living and help the environment just was so exciting to me. There are so many things that I love about oyster farming, helping the environment, being able to grow food, and food brings people together, so I love that idea.
Right now we have 25 applicants that have plots, acreage of land that range from 1 acre to 5 acres per plot. They do oyster farming at the site. So essentially what they do is they purchase oyster seed or clam seed, and they put it on the site and they grow it to maturity, and then they market it to the restaurants that are in the area.
The bay provides everything that they need. I'm in a perfect spot for oyster farming right here with the Fire Island Inlet just close by. There's ocean water flooding into the water every day with the tide. That's great for the oysters to grow, and it's a shallow bay. There's a lot of algae, and that's what they like to eat. It's an extremely sustainable way to farm. I'm certainly not the first female oyster farmer, but I'm the first one that's in the Town of Islip program. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud, and I am not a farmer yet. That's a title that I have not yet earned. If you are interested in oyster farming as a woman, you can do it. There are women that I am so inspired by that are out there doing this, and they're very happy and successful. There's 2 women in particular who I'm following closely, and they really inspire me. They have a similar story to mine. I don't have much of a background in oyster farming. This is a completely new learning experience for me. There's 2 women, Abigail Carroll, she's in Maine, and this woman, Sue Hicks, she's on Long Island. They had previous lives, and now they just decided this is what they want to do, and they're out there and they're doing it.
She's the last, what I would call, the charter member for the area, the phase 1 and phase 2. We've filled all the parcels up now over the last couple of years, and we're looking forward to her being one of the farmers that we can look out for. It's a good family out there right now of all the farmers. They're very active. They help each other out, and Miss Ruddy will be a perfect addition to the family.
There's a great community that's involved. You know, the farmers are supportive of each other, even though they're essentially competitors. And I'd really like to also get into restoring the bay with oyster population. New York was once surrounded by oysters and oyster reefs. If you have a healthy oyster population, it creates a habitat, and we can restore the ecosystem and make the water a much healthier place and bring it back.
This is an extreme environmental benefit to the town of Islip. I mean, each oyster filters in the range of 30 gallons to 50 gallons per day. I mean, right now in the program, we probably have out in the Bay Area here, I would say in the order of about 10 million oysters that people are farming among those 25 different parcels. And each year, they sell X amount or market X amount, and then they replenish their stock for the following year.
Oysters are a keystone species. And when you have a healthy oyster population in the water, they can create a habitat. It's a place for fish to hide and organisms to thrive. And so if we can reestablish that, we could create an ecosystem. So that would help the bay tremendously.
Well, on the Town of Islip website, we have a waiting list. So you would look up on the site for the Bay Bottom Licensing Program. You'd enter your name on the waiting list. I believe the waiting list right now is about 135 to 145 names. you would wait on there, and as we go through the waiting list for new plots. We're in the process right now of permitting Phase 3, which is 1,500 additional acres in the Great South Bay. Once that opens up, we will be looking for applicants off the list.
The town of Islip has been wonderful. I got the call just recently, so I'm in the beginning stage of this process. It's been made official as of January 14th. I was at the town board meeting, and that was the official day that they gave me a plot of land. I have 2 acres in the bay right here.
They lease the area, it varies what size they are. And then they have to apply for an Army Corps permit, and they have to apply for a permit from the state DEC. Once that's finished, they're ready to start their oyster farming.
They have guided me through the process and are there anytime I need to call and ask questions. I have about 12 months that I need to get the rest of my licensing and insurance and create the business part of it before I can actually get out on the farm. So I'm not a farmer yet, but I will be. I've taken classes, I've been studying and reading and researching, talking to farmers. I have plans to work on a farm starting in April, so over the course of the next year I'll have some hands-on experience, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty.
We have the hatchery, the town shellfish culture facility, which is located at the bottom of Bayview Avenue in the town of Islip, where we grow oyster seed and clam seed that we have for purchase. A majority of the farmers purchase from our hatchery, to grow in the Great South Bay. This is the only area that you could have authentic or genuine Blue Point oysters. And we'd be happy to give tours to individuals that would like to see the operation. I mean, it's actually a high tech, but it would be very interesting. It's sustainable. It's an environmental benefit to the town, and we're very proud of the facility.
I think they started this over 10 years ago, and it's just brilliant that they did this. It's extremely important, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be able to do this and grateful I can do it.